Hello, YouTube. My name is Plazukas, and today we're going to go live with Denims because she doesn't actually have a VOD that I can look back at. So I think that's done on purpose so we can't actually clip her out of context, even though I'm sure there's plenty of people that will. So let's go live. She's talking about the lawsuit stuff, and she's really looking like she's incompetent here. And it's kind of infuriating because at this rate, you got Frogan, you got Hassan, and then you got Denims, all of which who've looked like absolute stupid individuals the last couple weeks. And to be honest, I think you need other people in this space that are more coherent, that are more able to navigate this field with a bit more, I don't know, intelligence. So let's just go live to Denim's Twitch
Good to
channel.
not understand the text, even though it's written really plainly.
I don't. What is this? What is this empty air that she provides her chat?
65% bad faithers, 35% idiots, probably. And yeah, you're allowed to change your mind on how you pay for your legal costs of this process. Why are people being so dumb? I don't know. I don't know. Genuinely.
Yeah, you should know. It's not a fucking difficult thing to understand, Denims. And you not accepting responsibility is the same shit that you lay on everybody else and criticize everybody else for. You deserve every bit of criticism you get for this lawsuit. And you reference in California law CCC 48A, which states this: any action or damages for the publication of a libel in a daily or weekly news publication or of a slander by radio broadcast, plaintiff shall only recover special damages unless a correction is demanded. It is not published or broadcast as provided in this section. Plaintiff shall serve upon the publisher at the place of publication or broadcast or at the place of broadcast a written notice specifying statements claimed to be libelous and demanding that those statements be corrected. The notice and demand must be served within 20 days after knowledge of the publication of the broadcast or of the statements claimed to be libelous. This is the state of California, which is where actual Ethan Klein exists. So her not doing that or her doing that, I don't know if she did that yet or whatever the case may be, right? She needs to do that. That has to happen. But that's not the defense for her having a GoFundMe because the GoFundMe has no bearing on this California civil code. It has no bearing on it because all the GoFundMe was to raise money for a lawsuit which has not even happened yet. So her trying to take it back and suggest that that's because of the California Code CC 48A is absolutely bullshit.
Well, why did you ask for funds initially if you can self-fund it? Because I
Exactly.
can't, first of all, comfortably self-fund it. I would have to put aside resources in a separate legal fund over the course of months to be able to comfortably fund it.
Oh, which means I need your money, chat. I need your money, chat. Give me your money so that I can help self fund something that I potentially even started.
On me banned for 30 days, who has caused an adpocalypse on Twitch, making it
Oh, here we go. You know what? And this is good that I'm getting in this coverage right now. Sounds a lot like Tectone, to be honest.
like that actually be held accountable for any of the things that he says. And also, I could sue him sooner.
But you weren't able to make enough money, apparently. You saw it slowing down. You're like, we're not gonna get the goal, and therefore I'm just gonna stop. Or there's some other reason you know, because you have so many excuses as to why you did it, and now you're stopping it, and now you're gonna do it yourself, but you're not gonna do it yourself. You're gonna ask for a pity party for the chat and everybody else to give you more money separately, differently. This shit is just so fucking insanely toxic and manipulative. And it's the same shit you criticize everybody else for. So therefore, yes, you can be a hypocrite and still criticize. However, when you're actively being a hypocrite and criticizing, that is different.
whole, like every single argument that was used against Noah and Ethan's case against Noah now looks really silly. Now that we've seen the response that community has about other people bringing lawsuits.
It has nothing to do with anybody bringing lawsuits, Denims. It's you asking your community to fund your lawsuit for a personal matter that you created content for and received a large amount of support and interactions and all the things that basically give you money.
Next point. I'm going to write all of this down in a simple statement. I'm going to write down all of this stuff in a simple, even more simple. I will make it even more simple. Even less than I don't even know. This is like not even that long.
Why issue a retraction letter and crowdfund if you weren't serious about your legal threat? That's the question being posed. I was, and if CC 48 applies, you must issue a retraction letter within before you can pursue a lawsuit. This is such a fucking walkback. You don't need CC 848 to apply when you're just doing a crowdfund. You can issue this retraction letter for a defamatory statement on your own without any need for any legal representation. And if you do, it's going to cost you like hundreds of dollars. It's not even going to be that much. And you make enough money if you're actually serious about this to do that retraction letter. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't need this wall of text to explain it. The only reason you're doing that is to try to make it sound like everything you're doing is reasonable when it isn't. When obviously you're either doing it in bad faith, okay, which is fucking horrible, okay, or you saw that it wasn't going to get to where you wanted it to go, and so you said, I'm going to stop this anyway. Both cases are bad, and now you just got to accept it and just own up to it. You look bad in this case, and there's no, wall of fucking text that's going to save you from this, especially when you're trying to use the California Code 48A, which is not going to apply for you getting rid of a GoFundMe that wasn't even for a lawsuit that was even going to be started. It was just for crowdfunding. You could have done you could have done this retraction letter in the interim.
I mean, Ethan Klein said it on his show. He literally said she's only doing this so that she can pocket the money.
Well, what do you expect him to say?
Know that months can go by before the very first document even comes out of a lawsuit. So I would have to deal with these type of comments for literally months.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Your community, Tectone's community, Hassan's community, Frogan's community, all put all this vitriolic shit everywhere. Not just you. If you can't handle this, I agree with Tectone in this case. If you can't handle this, get out of the water, man. Don't be in content creation. And if you are a drama, farmer, and you are Denims, you are a drama farmer, this is your bread and butter. You should come to expect this kind of discourse. And so this whole thing that you're now saying to your chat is the reason why it looks so bad. Just admit that you tried to hoodwink your community, that you made a bad take, go on vacation for a week or two, come back, start over again, probably with a less audience and less credibility. Welcome to the fucking real world. But no, these content creators are too naive and too ignorant and too narcissistic and too sociopathic to ever accept that kind of defeat.
Out with giving Denims this L. You didn't say anything of value, chatter.
It's a person, by the way. It's Mario Master. There's so much dead airs on Denim's chat. It's horrible.
The Andor take was not an L, chat. Okay, it was not. Right?
Can you stop moving your... I don't want to see anything to do with the middle of your blouse, Denims. You know what I'm going to do, actually? There we go. It's better. We're doing better content now.
One of the things that I really don't like about it is that I don't like the idea of people being scared that the money that they've donated is going towards a scam. And I don't like the idea that community members are worried that their money is going to a scam. And I feel uncomfortable about that. And because this is like a years long process, I don't want to constantly have to deal with this.
Okay, so if you are serious about this, then have you issued the retraction defamatory statement that the CCC 2048A applies to the California Code of? If you haven't even done that yet, then this is all gonna basically be null and void anyway. And whatever what you're saying right now is not even applicable. And you not wanting a money grab, every day you're doing a money grabbing narrative by being a content creator doing drama farming. Welcome to the fucking business. I just saw him pause it. So much dead air.
Community members that were worried. Not that none that I saw, but my concern was that there would be, and I didn't want people to feel that way. Right.
Anyone that's disappointed.
That's smart, but you're gonna get hate if you sue him. Isn't it safe to assume
anyone that's disappointed needs to realize that they would have been. I can only imagine what that sentence says. This reminds me of Hex Juice's chat. Like, do all these women who want to show their breast on stream want to treat their community so badly? Don't tell people what they are going to expect or not expect. If they donated to you, it's because they wanted to donate to you. It's because they believed in your cause, Denims. Okay? This whole other counter narrative, obviously, is just like, it's so fucking nefarious and malicious. Scroll down so I can see what you said here.
Rango, thank you so much for the 10 gift subs. What the hell? Socialism or barbarism, thank you for the 5 gift subs.
Oh my god. I hate
And Apollo, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you.
I hate this.
Thank you. And let me just say, dude, I really wish I could show you guys the communications between me and my lawyer. I really wish I could, but...
don't bring it up if you can't. Client attorney privilege, don't bring it up if you can't. Man, that's just stupid.
Name, he'll just get like fucking doxxed and harassed, so I can't do that either. But oh my god, dude, if you guys could see these fucking these messages, I wish I could show them to you guys. Fuck, dude. What law firm did you go with? Was choosing one difficult? Again, I can't share the law firm because then that person is just going to get mass harassed and their email is going to be unusable. It's just going to be hundreds or thousands of emails.
Probably some friend of a friend or an online attorney. You know what? I'm sorry. Your credibility is not very good right now.
Needed the evidence? There was no deleted evidence. I'm sorry that you fell for the propaganda, the weakest propaganda in the world. There was a fan-run channel that I have no control over.
It's driving me crazy.
It's driving me crazy. There was a fan-run channel that I have no control over, and they took down their videos because they were getting mass harassed. And they've been a fan-run channel since the beginning of time. My personal channel only had videos from pre-2023, from 2023 and before then. I didn't even have any content from 2024 up there.
Can you actually engage?
Twitch automatically deletes the
What's all
past
this empty
60
silence?
past the point of 60 days of VODs. I'm not the one deleting evidence. There's nothing I can do to change Twitch's policy. It's also like, it's so silly too. Like, this idea is so ridiculous. The idea that I wouldn't just send all of these VODs immediately to my lawyer.
So the question of the countersuit would be that she's the one that did it, right? That's the whole premise of Ethan's accusations against her, and that's why she wanted to sue. Um, and then she's being accused of deleting stuff that would actually incriminate her.
Which is exactly what I did.
And the other person that there's a lot here probably that I have to dig into at some point. And the other thing would be the fan made channel probably has some evidence there that would suggest Denim's guilt as well, but it got deleted. Is that right? I'm thinking out loud.
And the lawyer decided it wasn't a good time to follow through, I'm guessing. Okay, so I've
It's
explained this
driving me
already,
crazy.
but I will explain it again. I assume people were just too lazy to look up what this statute is, so I will pull it up on the screen. Maybe that will make things. I mean, like, I just figured people would Google things. Maybe I was wrong to assume that.
Well, I
Here.
did. But I'm the exception, not the rule.
California Code, Section 48A on
Yeah, I wish I could go back here, but I
Division
can't.
1, Persons,
There's
Part 2,
literally
Personal
no
Rights.
VOD for this.
In any action for damages for the publication of a libel in a daily or weekly news publication or of slander by radio broadcast, plaintiff shall only recover special damages unless a correction is demanded and is not published or broadcast as provided in this section. This notice and demand must be served within 20 days after knowledge of the publication or broadcast of the statements claimed to be libelous.
It's not been that long since Ethan has, or has it been 2 weeks? Has it been 20 days yet? I don't think it's been 20 days. I've been covering this. I went back to YouTube like 30 days ago. It's not been 20 days. So she has time to still make this retraction letter. And then if he does retract his statement, then she wouldn't have a suit. And that's the way it works. So did that happen? Oh my God, the dead air.
You must be timely in your demand to retract. If you are not timely in your demand to retract, you potentially close yourself off to the possibility of issuing a lawsuit. As a 20 days reset every time he does a new libelous statement? Correct.
You have time. What's the issue?
I'm assuming Chatter Kai Mukus, you just didn't look this up, so you don't know.
Why haven't you issued the statement, Denims?
To demand this retraction as quickly as possible, so that I think it's like I think it said it was a year statute of limitations after you do this, which is a much comfier zone.
If you went to a lawyer initially for libel, for slander, they know this statute. So you using this now as your walkback, as your defense, as some shield is so incriminating that I don't think I should give you any more time a day.
But attempts to justify his harassment of me in other ways. I thought that was very likely. And I still think it's pretty likely. I didn't ask you, what? You sound sexy when you say my name. Hard to hate on you. What?
Oh my gosh.
Ask you a simple question. Did you not know about this?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. This is infuriating to watch. Even more infuriating than Tectone's channel. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to stop watching. I guess I'll do a follow-up video if I do find a retraction letter that she sent. But it sounds like she's just trying to defend her position about canceling the GoFundMe because she was never serious about this. She just wanted content. She just wanted to get engagement, try to change the narrative, probably send hate his way, ultimately, which is horrible in my opinion, because just like I tell Tectone, you need to do this personally, privately, and not get involved like this with your chat. This is the kind of shit that creates parasocial relationships, that's manipulative, that's abusive, like all the things that you just don't want to see in content creators, especially in audiences that are susceptible, which most of them are at this rate. So, I will continue to cover Denims and see if there's any, and I'll do a little bit more research too. Unfortunately, with Denims, I don't have all the knowledge like I do with Tectone, so it's not as easy to make videos about Denims, but I will do my best. So stay tuned. My name is Pazuki. If you like this content, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.